Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. We are from Group Guide. My name is Nurzalia Atika binti Muhammad Fanawi and my matric numbers is 313668. Today we are going to talk about implementation of MUIN Salam in the agricultural sectors, opportunities and challenges in Malaysia. MUIN Salam is one type of transaction that is allowed by Islamic law based on human benefit. In banking, for example, the application of Salam is widely used, especially today in international community is increasingly accepting the Islamic economic system. From a linguistic point of view, MUIN Salam comes from the Arabic word As-Salam or As-Salaf meaning advance. Meanwhile, from a terminology point of view, according to the opinion of the scholar of the school, MUIN Salam is al-Mahawi, which means good art needed because it is sale of something that is not present in the buying and selling ceremony. There are various types of agriculture in Malaysia that require the concept of MUIN Salam, such as the purchase of fertilizer and pesticide for use in oil palm plantation and so on. The MUIN Salam application is seen as a potential alternative financial model for farmers, especially in the food crop industry such as rice. Bank Negara Malaysia, through the Syariah Advisory Council, has issued a statement on the purpose-sized financing product based on the MUIN Salam contract, showing official recognition of the potential of this contract.
Assalamualaikum and good day everyone. My name is Nadira binti Abdul Rahim and my matric number is 313617. So today I will explain a problem statement for MUIN Salam in agriculture. For the first subtopic, we focus on financing issue. Although MUIN Salam is highly suitable for farmers, its usage remains low due to two main problems, which is accessibility and awareness. Firstly, accessibility. Most bank offering it are located in urban areas, while the majority of farmers reside in rural areas. This long distance not only increases travel and transportation costs, but also makes the transaction process complicated and time-consuming. Secondly, the low level of farmers' awareness. They lack understanding of how Sharia compliant product like MUIN Salam can help provide initial capital for agriculture. This lack of information leads to low demand. When demand is low, bank lose the incentive to offer the product. In conclusion, if these issues are not addressed, this potentially powerful instrument may cease to be relevant to our nation's agriculture sector. Next, we move to a critical element, which is price setting in MUIN Salam contract. In Sharia, the price is the main key that determines the validity of the contract, which is akad. There are two main conditions. The first condition is that the price must be clearly agreed upon at the time of contracting. The second and very important condition is that the price must be paid in full and in cash at the time of contracting. Why is full payment required? It aims to avoid uncertainty, which is horror, and also ensures that both parties are committed. Failure to pay in full can nullify the contract. Furthermore, correct price setting is vital to avoid the element of riba, especially when exchanging homogeneous commodities. In modern practice, payment via account help the bank manage risk and ensure transparency in transaction. Therefore, price accuracy is not just a Sharia issue. It is the core of financial risk management. Our final subtopic is the parallel salam contract. This is a method used by bank to manage the risk of commodity delivery in the original salam contract. Under Sharia principle, the bank cannot resell a commodity it has not yet received. So the bank enters into a second salam contract with a different third party. what we call parallel salam. The absolutely crucial point here, both contract must be independent and not independent. The first contract cannot depend on the second. This ensures Sharia compliance. In practice, the delivery period for the second contract is usually shorter and the price is higher. This price difference becomes the bank profit. Despite this mechanism, market risk still exists. This affirms the Sharia concept, no reward without liability. Profit must be accompanied by the risk borne by the bank.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Ali Zati binti Muhammad Syukri. Nama matric 313299. So now I will explain about 3.1 concept and principle of buy salam. So first, we look at buy salam meaning. Okay, buy salam is a sale and purchase contract that sold an item specifically told, and the payment will do early and the goods will deliver later. So this means that the payment will do earlier and also we call upfront, and the goods that we want will be delivered in the future time. Okay. Second one is buy salam in Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Okay, we can look at the hadith. Whoever wish to enter into a contract of salam, he must effect the salam according to the specific measure and the specific weight and the specific date of delivery. So buy salam is allowed and permissible by Rasulullah Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam according to the specific they told by such as measure, the weight and also the delivery time. So the third one, we will talk about buy salam pillars. We have 4 pillars: al-aqidan, al-sighah, ras al-mal, and also al-muslam fi. So al-aqidan is the two parties that involved in the contract, such as buyer and seller. Okay, the two is al-sighah. Al-sighah is the offer and acceptance in the agreement, or we call the ijab and qabul. The third one is ras al-mal. Ras al-mal is the capital or the payment that by the buyers pay to the seller. Okay, and the fourth one is al-muslam fi. Al-muslam fi is the delivery goods. Okay, as the buyer will wait for the delivery items to arrive. Okay, so the finally section is 6 condition of buy salam. Okay, we have 6 condition. The first one is know the type. We must know the type of the goods that we want as the buyer, and as the seller, they must know the type of goods that they will deliver to the customer or the buyers. Okay, the second one is know characteristic. Okay, as the buyer, we must know how looks the goods and how the quality of goods that we want to buy. And as the seller must know that they must deliver the item that in a good condition, in a fresh condition, and the qualities condition. Okay, the third one is know how much quantity. Okay, the third one is know how much quantity. Okay, as the buyer, we must know how much quantity that will be delivered to us. Maybe the quantity maybe in some values like kilogram, units, or maybe a liter. So as the seller also must know how much quantity that they will deliver to the customer, so that we will avoid the misunderstood involve them. Okay, the fourth one is no delivery time. So the buyer must know when the goods will be delivered. And as the seller must know when to deliver it to the customer. Maybe the customer want it in fast, so the seller must deliver it fast away. Okay, the fifth is know the price. As the buyer, we must know the price of the goods that we want to buy. Okay, the last one is know the place of delivery. Okay, as the buyer, we must know that where the place of delivery incurred. Okay, like maybe the item that will deliver in front of our house. Maybe it will deliver in factory or maybe in warehouse. So we must know the place. Okay.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nofatin Umairah binti Muhammad Aswadi. My metric number is 313780. Opportunities for implementing by Salam in the agriculture sector. First, by Salam can provide yearly working capital to farmers. According to studies, there are several main advantages. There is no interest, making it safer for farmers. It encourages higher production because farmers receive capital yearly. It strengthens social justice because farmers are not burdened with high interest loans. Second is market insurance. Through the contract, farmers will clearly know the amount of produce that will be purchased by the buyer. This helps farmers plan their production better. It also reduces the risk of market price fluctuation because the price is agreed upon from the beginning. Third, it supports rural development. This can improve the living standard of farmers. At the same time, it contributes to the overall economic development of rural areas. Lastly, Buy Salam also helps strengthen the relationship between farmers and financial institutions such as banks. Banks can accept farmers in their business transactions and they can maintain a good long-term relationship, which indirectly builds trust between both parties.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Nur Harsana binti Mafazli. My metric number is 313453. Right now, I'm going to present about challenges and issues in the implementation of Baik Salam in the agricultural sector in Malaysia. Firstly is lack of exposure. Perception is similar to conventional system, complicated procedures, difficulty in understanding the contract agreement. Secondly, weaknesses of support for financial institutions. Financial institutions in Malaysia prefer to offer tawaruk and murabahah because these products are easy to implement. The reason includes a lack of qualified experts and high monitoring costs. Thirdly, uncertainty in obtaining the yield. Natural disaster and attacks are contributing factors. In Malaysia, floods often occur during the monsoon season. Lastly, fluctuation in commodity prices. Influence in seasons, market demand, production costs, government actions, and global prices, all of which can affect the bank's profit.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nofara Damia. Now I will explain the importance of the applying Biosalam in the agriculture sector. First, Biosalam helps overcome farmers' capital and liquidity constraints. In this contract, farmers receive an advancement payment from the buyer before the crops are produced. This is beneficial because farmer can start production without needing to take loans that includes riba. So, it provides a source of financing that is Sharia compliant. Second is Biosalam can improve farmers' well-being through income stability and transactional certainty. Since farmers already know the price and the quantity that they want to have, they have a stable income and face a lower risk of fraud and market uncertainty. The stability enables farmers to meet their basic needs and plans their expenses more effectively.
Third, Salam support the advancements of agriculture infrastructure and development. The early financing helps farmers to improve their productivity and efficiency, such as investing in better tools, seeds, or farming system. That ultimately leads to a higher yield and better quality products. Next, Salam also contributes to the technology advancements. The availability of capital encourage farmers to adopt modern agriculture technologies rather than depending on traditional method only. This expansion shows that Salam is not limited to simple farming but can also support innovation in the sector. And finally, Salam offers flexibility for the sellers, which is the farmer, to prepare and deliver the goods. It's because the time between payment and delivery is often long. Farmers have enough time to plan production and fulfill the buyer's requirements. However, they must still deliver the goods at the agreed upon time to ensuring accountability and trust between both parties. That's all.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Afia Kamarina binti Zahari. My matric number is 313446. Right now, I'm going to discuss about what's the recommendation to encourage the implementation by Salam in the agriculture sector. First of all, the recommendation for the government sector. The government can provide a special incentive such as tax exemption and subsidy through KPKM farmers who practice BAI contract legally and in accordance with Sharia. This support also enhance the confidence both local and foreign investors in the stability of agriculture based on the Islamic principle. This effort will help develop the agriculture sector and serve as an example for other Islamic countries in the practical implementation of the BAI system. The second one, the recommendation for the private sector. Agri-tourism companies, farmer cooperative and processing firms need to jointly expand the implementation of BAI contract in collaboration with the government and Islamic financial institutions. This collaboration can provide capital, technology and market opportunities because the private sector has stronger financial resources, expertise and market access, enabling the implementation of BAI on a larger and more systematic scale. Public-private partnership accelerate the transformation from conventional agriculture to Islamic-based agriculture, making the Islamic agriculture ecosystem more sustainable, creating job opportunities and demonstrating corporate commitment to Sharia principles. Next, the recommendation for the education and research sector, which is education institutions should strengthen understanding and practice of BAI in agriculture by incorporating fiqh muamalat into economics, agriculture and management curriculum. This will help address the lack of practical knowledge of BAI among agriculture entrepreneurs. By combining fiqh muamalat with modern technical training, research center can study BAI Salam and BAI Istisna financing model for smallholder farmers. Collaboration between education institutions, the government and the private sector can develop the Sharia compliant agriculture supported by modern technology. Lastly, we can strengthening the logistic and distribution sector to ensure the effectiveness of the BAI system. Logistics is very crucial for the smooth implementation of BAI contract, ensuring products are delivered on time and will remain fresh. In BAI Salam, delays or damage can invalidate the contract, so logistics must be efficient and Sharia compliant. Logistics manage storage, packaging and distribution using technology such as cold chain system, halal labeling and digital tracking improve the transaction control. Collaboration between logistic providers and Islamic
financial institution can develop services like wakalah and ijarah. Strengthening the logistic will ensure BAI contracts are properly fulfilled and reduce the dependence on conventional system. That's all.
In conclusion, Salam is one of the important fiqh muamalat instrument in business and financial transaction based on Sharia. In the agricultural sector, it is a contract of sale that allows the buyer to make full payment in advance while the seller delivers the good at a specific time. The implementation of Salam in the agricultural sector not only preserves the principle of Sharia in business transaction, but also provide a great opportunity for farmers to obtain initial capital, increase income and ensure the continuity and effectiveness of food production. With the cooperation of various sectors, Salam has the potential to become a major instrument in driving the development of sustainable Islamic agriculture while strengthening the national economy and the well-being of society as a whole.